Syrian Arab Army destroys vehicles for ISIS and al-Nusra, killing dozens of them. In Iraq, military operations continue to expel ISIS terrorists from some areas. And Saudi airstrikes on the Yemeni people, and Russia holds Washington as responsible for the repercussions. Good afternoon. In Idlib countryside, Syrian Arab Army units destroyed a convoy of vehicles for the terrorist groups on the axis of Jisr al-Shughur and al-Janudiyya, killing dozens of terrorists, including terrorist leaders and non-Syrians. Syrian Arab Army units also maintained control over the town of Mida'a and the surrounding farms in Damascus eastern countryside, killing a large number of them and injuring others, and were able to cut off the terrorists' last crossing from Douma towards al-Admir in Damascus countryside. Syrian Arab Army units also targeted several gatherings for the terrorists in eastern al-Ghariya, al-Sura and al-Awsaj in the Ras countryside and in Mashara in Damascus countryside, killing many of them, injuring others and destroying their vehicles. In Iraq, the army downed a drone which was monitoring the movement of the Iraqi security forces east of Al-Fallujah. Meanwhile, the military operations continue to expel ISIS from several areas, particularly in Al-Anbar. On the political arena, the Iraqi parliament voted in favor of a resolution submitted by the National Coalition in response to the recent draft bill by the U.S. Congress concerning arming some of the Iraqi components directly without informing the Iraqi government. A parliamentary source said that the parliament's speaker would address the U.S. Congress, rejecting any act that would violate Iraq's sovereignty and independence or any interference in its internal affairs. France Press News Agency has quoted a source at the French counterterrorism apparatus as saying that the number of the French who have been killed in Syria and Iraq has exceeded 100. The source added that those underage who have appeared speaking in videotapes come originally from Toulouse City. The news agency has pointed out that the French courts are examining about 125 cases of crimes committed by French terrorists in Syria. Saudi jet fighters have renewed bombarding the Yemeni capital Sana'a and other several areas like Harib town located between Shabwa and Ma'rib, and also Sahar and Al-Azahir areas in Sada. Sources have indicated that the Yemeni army has controlled posts overlooking Mudiya area in Abiyan. In Aden, fierce clashes have erupted between the Yemeni army and forces loyal to the president Abd Rabbu Hadi. The Yemeni Red Crescent has pointed out that the situation in Yemen is catastrophic, adding that it is no longer able to move the wounded to hospital due to severe shortage of diesel. The British Middle East website has quoted the British journalist Bill Lew as saying that the failing aggression carried out by the Saudi regime against Yemen might result in conflicts between members of the Saudi ruling family on the one hand and the two heirs Mohammed bin Salman and Mohammed bin Nayef on the other. The writer added that proclaiming that the two ambitious princes, the elder Mohammed bin Nayef and the aggressive young man Mohammed bin Salman, as the two heirs of the throne, paves the way for more maneuvers behind the curtains, but at the same time giving the impression that all is going well. He concluded by saying that the Americans who supervise the military operations room in the Saudi aggression on Yemen have grown more concerned due to lack of exit strategy from Yemen by the Saudis, despite the fact that they have not stopped their logistic support to them. A very famous place for ice cream, well known in Syria and in the Arab world, it's called Bakdash. Let's know more about this in the following report.
Bakdash is an ice cream parlor in Damascus, Syria. The shop was established around 1885 in Al-Hamidiyya Souk in the old city of Damascus. It's famous for its pistachio-covered bouza, a pungent ice cream with an elastic texture made of mastic and sahlab. It's famous around the Arab world and has become a popular tourist attraction.
We are famous and our ice cream is very delicious, and a lot of people like our ice cream and come from all the countries and all from Syria come here to eat especially our ice cream. Our ice cream is very delicious because it is handmade. First of all, it's handmade and have a national raw materials.
A popular meeting spot, Bakdash makes the finest ice cream in Damascus, almost hidden away between two shops. The only clue to its location is the enormous crowd standing outside the door. Wave your way through the throng and join the queue. If in doubt, go for the most popular choice, supersized vanilla ice cream in a cornet. If your appetite's not sated, grab another dessert of kishke, milk cream with grilled pistachios and almonds. They are to die for. There are few tables inside if you want to sit down. Avoid weekends if you are in a rush. If you want to come to Syria, you should come to taste the delicious Syrian ice cream. For English news, Abdullah Al-Haj, the Syrian TV.
With this, we conclude our news for today. Thank you for watching. For more details about Syria and the region and to view this bulletin again, you can always visit our website in English, syriaonline.sy. Now to latest business and market news with Serena, but after a short break.
Good afternoon. President Bashar al-Assad issued the legislative decree number 19 for the year 2015 on allowing the establishment of private holding joint stock companies with the aim of managing and investing administrative units or part of them. According to the decree, upon a decision of the Minister of Local Administration and based on the suggestion of a governorate council of a city council, it's allowed to establish a Syrian private holding joint stock company on the basis of social, economic and regulatory studies with the aim of managing and investing properties of an administrative unit or part of it. The monthly shopping festival for May, organized by Damascus Chamber of Industry as part of Live Syria 2015 campaign in cooperation with Tartus Chamber of Commerce and Industry, was opened on Friday at the sports complex. 55 Syrian companies that produce food, detergents, clothing, perfumes and other consumer products are participating in the festival, which will be concluded on May 7th. Chairman of Damascus Chamber of Industry said that the festival seeks to boost the consumers' confidence in local products by providing goods directly from producers at discounts of up to 65%. The Exporters Union Director stressed that the union has future projects aiming at benefiting the national economy and working on redoubling efforts to increase the export volume. He also indicated that the union is available all around Syria, exporting the product surplus in cooperation with the concerned bodies for both the public and the private sectors, as the Syrian industry is still exporting its products all around the world with easy new ways. The amount of Iraqi exported oil rose in April to a standard level, reaching 3,080,000 barrels a day. The Iraqi oil ministry said that oil exports increased, reaching 200,000 barrels daily, indicating that the exports from the southern ports reached 2,627,000 barrels a day, while the exports via the northern pipelines reached 450,000 barrels a day. And now over to some main currencies exchange rates according to the bulletin of the Central Bank of Syria. With this, we conclude our economic news for today. Thank you for watching and goodbye.